for my 32-week update. I'm 32 weeks and 2 days today. I didn't do one last week because things have just been a bit hectic, as well as I haven't been feeling too great. Kind of get to that a bit later. But as well, this week's a bit hectic as well. I've got quite a few appointments and things going on, so I'm doing this a little bit earlier than I normally would. I've got little monkey with me today, so we have Isla running around in the background and probably interrupting, so I'll try my hardest to get this video done as efficiently as possible. But someone's got a bit of a cold and a bit snuffly, and Mummy's not been feeling too great, so I kept her off of nursery today. So last Wednesday I had my midwife appointment. It went alright. My midwife was a bit quiet again, to be honest. She again didn't really say much. Like, even when she was doing all her checks on me, it was like she was writing it down in the book, but I was expecting her to tell me what the results of each thing was, but she didn't. She was too kind of like, while she was doing all the checks and stuff, she was talking to me about the pills, the iron pills I've been taking, and saying that I wasn't too sure what dosage I was supposed to be having, so I'd only been taking one a day, and she said no, to up it to 2, and for me to get on and do another blood test, so that when I next see her we can see whether they're working or not, and whether I need to up my dosage again. I think they're probably working, they seem alright, and I definitely think that 2 a day was what I had with Isla, so I think that feels a bit more normal. But yeah, I had my blood test yesterday, and at the same time, because it was easier, I went and got my flu jab and my whooping cough, and oh my goodness, my arms are so sore from it. Like, I feel like you forget what jabs are like, and that they make your arms feel bruised. And obviously I had one in each side, and then I had blood taken out of this side as well. So yeah, I had blood taken. Yeah, we went to the doctor's yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah.
And you came with Mummy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she came with me, and Liam. Like, I managed to get Liam to come with me in the morning. He took a little bit of time off work in the morning just so he could come and look after Madam. Yeah, he did come too, didn't he? So he could look after you, because it was hard work. Like, Mummy knew that it was probably going to be hard work, me having jabs and bloods taken and stuff. Wouldn't just be me and her. Yeah, while she was talking about all of that stuff, she did all of the checks and stuff. We listened to the heartbeat. She measured my bump. She didn't tell me what it was, and I just looked at my folder when I got home. It looks like I'm still measuring a little bit behind. I think it was measuring 30 when I was supposed to be 31 that week. So I know it was only slightly, though. It doesn't seem like, she didn't obviously say anything. The only things was she felt my belly, and she seemed a bit like, ooh. She didn't say anything again. She just went, oh, and then went back to her desk and carried on writing, and then carried on talking to me about the vaccinations and other things, and my pelvic girdle pain, because we spoke about that a bit as well. And yeah, again, she didn't tell me, but he was apparently transverse, so I'm guessing he was lying sideways, that's what it means. But yeah, she didn't really say anything, and then in my notes she'd put transverse, check baby, check position next time.
Cock baby.
Yeah, I need to check the position, because eventually he's supposed to go head down, ready to come out. I mean, I know he's still got plenty of time to change and move, but obviously it does worry me a little bit, because I believe Isla went head down like straight away, and she stayed that way for like a long time. So it's making me a bit apprehensive. I know it's common for your second baby as well to not for longer for some reason, but yeah, it's just a bit worrying. Yeah, I gave her an update obviously on my physio appointment and stuff, and it wasn't really much to say. Just 'cause I said to her, like, you know, the exercises don't really feel like they're helping, but that's just one of the things with pelvic girdle pain. You just don't know what it's going to do, and whether it's going to be able to help it or not. Yeah, so on my next appointment, she said that we will... Appointment. At Mummy's next midwife appointment, we're going to be doing my birth plan. So that's all exciting. That makes it so much more like, oh my gosh, yes. And this Thursday, this is the main reason why I'm doing this today, I've got a health visitor coming to give me baby's red book, which seems really early, I'm sure.
Red book?
Yes, red book. It's just like a basic meeting saying, hi, I'm your health visitor, this is your red book. Like, I think they take a few notes about how,
how.
yeah, a red book, all about baby. You've got a red book, we've got a red book for you as well. It takes we take all your measurements and your weight from when you were a baby.
Yeah.
And we're going to do the same for your baby brother. Moving on to weight. As you can see, my weight is now 8.9. It sort of fluctuates depending on, obviously, if I've eaten enough, it will go up to 8.10. But for the most part, it's 8.9 at the moment. Yeah, I've gained at least 2 to 3 pounds since my last update, which is fine because obviously I need to be gaining a pound a week. And for a little while, it felt like it stayed at 8.6 for a good while, and then I suddenly went up to 8.8. So, yeah, it's still progressing and still way within my sort of thing of how much I need to gain. So, moving on to symptoms. So, I've had a really tough time with my pelvic girdle pain and just pain, to be honest. I feel like I've pulled a muscle in my lower side tummy at the moment, and it's making it really hard and really painful to move. My legs feel achy, my hips hurt, like just my whole bottom pelvis area really hurts the last couple of days. And last night was pretty bad. I know, like, having the flu jab, it can sort of play on you can sort of get a little bit of symptoms of the flu, and I think it might have been that, and it might have been playing on my pains I already have and making them slightly worse. I took painkillers and they helped a bit, but it's still, the main bit that was still really hurting despite the painkillers was my lower side, where it feels like it's stretching and pulling. I had a similar feeling when I was pregnant with Isla, and I ended up going in to be checked, but this time I would say it's actually a lot worse. It's in the same place, and I think there's a muscle there that I must be pulling or something. Obviously I'm concerned about it, but at the same time I feel like even if I was to go to the hospital, they'd probably just say, like what I just said, that it's just a muscle and there's not really much they can do. But it's just like, I was in tears last night. It hurt so much, and I'm normally quite good with pain. Like, I try not to even take obviously painkillers and stuff because I just like riding through it. I'd rather just push through the pain. But yeah, that was just a bit too much, and I just feel overwhelmed, and I feel a bit like, you know, it doesn't matter how much I'm trying my hardest to look after myself, it just feels like it's not quite working and it's still hurting. And I feel like even the exercises that my physio's given me to do just doesn't really feel like it's helping all that much. Like, it's just a headache, to be honest. On top of that, I've also, and I think this is flared up more when it's I'm in pain, is I've still been having Braxton Hicks quite a bit, and they have been pretty painful. On and off, and it definitely they're definitely worse when like my pain's worse as a general, and I've like done something, or I've moved around, or I've done cleaning, and it's just so much hard work to get things done. It's been getting me a bit down, to be honest, because obviously I feel like I'm not able to do as much, which frustrates me, and I need to get on and clean. I need to be able to get on and play with Isla and take her to nursery and stuff like that, but it hurts so much that I feel like I just feel so incapable. But at the same time, I'm like really determined to do it anyway, and then I probably end up hurting myself more. But it's like, it's just a reoccurring thing. I've got my physio appointment next week on Tuesday, and obviously I'm going to be honest with her and say that it's just been worse, really, especially even doing the exercises that she wants me to do. And the belt thing has not been helping. That makes my hips hurt so much worse. So yeah, I don't really know where it's going to go with all this. It just feels stuck, to be honest. I've also felt kind of nauseous on and off this week from nowhere. I don't know. I think it might partly be to do with the pain of things. It's just making me feel a little bit like with it all. I'm having a fair amount of headaches. Still, like, my head's just been quite muggy, and I think it's partly also because obviously Madam's got a little bit of a sniffly cold, and Liam's had a bit of a cold, and I haven't got quite a cold, but my nose has definitely been a bit sniffly. I think that things with my head as well. It's still been thirsty, still been itchy belly, all that side of things as well. But yeah, the pelvic girdle pain's definitely up there as the worst this week. But yeah, I think that's everything. We haven't really brought anything baby-wise this last week. We've been sort of busy with other things, starting to prepare to get more Christmas stuff and get things ready for that way and getting rid of things. We've been, I'm saying this every week, but it's been a slow process each week where we're going through different like cupboards in our house and trying to move things around. We've also got a wardrobe that we are doing up, making all like shabby chic and stuff, so we've got to start doing that and painting that this week, and it's like we've got a lot going on, and yet I feel like I'm not really capable of doing a lot, and that's just seriously getting me down. It's making me so much like, making this pregnancy so much harder, like it's making me sort of wish it away and kind of want to hurry up, but at the same time it's like I don't want to wish it away. I want to be able to enjoy it. I want to be able to feel him and, you know, enjoy it, because I know that once it's over, you know, that's it for a good long while again. So I don't know, it's just such a mixed emotions, mixed feelings really. But yeah, anyway, hopefully next update will be a little bit chirpier. Maybe things will get a little bit better. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye. You want to say bye? Bye.
Bye.
Good girl.